Hi everybody, this is CVGS, I'm the captain here, and welcome to another tournament fight video that we have for you guys. And this is a matchup that we have all the way from the last weekend over at Top 6 tournament between Flagburg and EVA. Now unfortunately I wasn't able to get the names of the fighters here, so I apologize in advance for not being able to fetch your names in time. But here we go, as we both players stand up the Vanguard. It's been a while since we actually seen Flagburg, so it's actually kind of exciting for me because I have been playing Flagburg quite a bit in their days too as well. So it's interesting to see just what people have been doing with Flagburg in the competitive scenes. But yeah, so as the match goes on, and we let Flagburg player actually take the first turn. So rise into inroad shooter, and then the turn passes over. Discarding combined rusher on the EVA player side, riding into grade 1 EVA and searching for the searching for an order card. So, and you know, it's an EVA deck, so we've seen this plenty of times here on this channel before in our tournament fights before. We see that they're going to be fetching out the grade 1 order. So yeah, if anything, there's quite a bit of consistency between both, between all the EVA decks as well. So at the very least, you can continue to see so just how competitively speaking, EVA can still play, still has a huge like divide when it comes to viability. So yeah, with both players coming in right now, the order coming into play, and of course the EVA player actually going with the attack. No guard, critical trigger. First check, he'll trigger on the second check as well. 2 triggers, so it's 20k erosion return, but the turn passes over. And yeah, this is where I start to take my breath. So I'm endeavoring to be a little bit more, you know, take a bit of chill pill. No need to rush out so much. But speaking of rush, we see 2 inroad shooters coming in to attack. So going full aggressive, and of course also inroad shooter is a 10k base because of the fact that Vanguard is either Flagburg Dragon or Ascendant Assault, which is the Vanguard carry right now. But of course the defensive trigger did stop the onslaught from there. So yeah, so riding into the grade 2 EVA right now, and he's going to be searching for another order card, and this time, well, gotta check and see, because he does have what is commonly 2 possible orders that he could play. So there is 3, but most decks don't actually play with the original grade 2 order, so because it doesn't provide as much as the grade 3 order does or the grade 1 order does. So yeah, as we can see over here, the EVA player fetching out the grade 3 order and playing down another grade 1 order over there. So making use of combined rusher that he actually discarded last turn for the right deck, and calling it out over here. So trying to respond back to the burst that he has also. And another bubble mine, or rather the first bubble mine I should say, in this matchup. So yeah, first check, critical trigger. The trigger fest is coming in very strong, but this time there is no additional heal. So losing the Gratias in the damage is now 4-1. So favor into the EVA player at this current time. But as you can see right now, as the turn passes over, we are going to be seeing Flagburg take the field right now. So Flagburg Dragon right there, right in the center, flanked by 2 inroad shooters, but we know it's going to be there. So my Ascendant Assault skill does pop in. So by showing that he has a Flagburg Dragon in hand, instead of Soul Blasting, for the cost, you show Flagburg from your hand, and Ascendant Assault can actually be called to a Regard Circle from the soul. So it does keep that 1 soul in there, which will be useful for, like, say, maybe Alex in there, or maybe another card that Soul Blast also, like, say, in the Pulse also, so they can actually get the draw. But Alex comes down into play. So there is 10k boosters behind the 2 inroad shooters there, and Shelling Cannon Dragon coming into play here too as well. So we're definitely going to be seeing a whole bunch of attacks coming in as well, possibly 6. But of course, Ascendant Assault attacking Vanguard. Now Alex attacking the Vanguard. This is the second attack. So front trigger from there. So then Alex's skill, then of course he did forget to Counter Blast for Ascendant Assault, because that should happen when Alex attacks. But it does get the restand here, so there's another 3 more attacks coming in. 4 attacks I should say so. So guy off with 15 right now. He does have a defensive trigger from the front, the EVA player. Alex coming in one more time with the boost from reload shooter. No damage, no trigger I should say. So yeah, and then now it is a Flagburg Dragon skill, Counter Blast 1, draw 1, retire 2. There's likely to retire, but he's going to take it. Guard restrictions be damned. Draw trigger goes to Shelling Cannon, second check, no trigger. 4 damage from there, and Shining Cannon would attack. So here I have to point out something here. So Shining Cannon Dragon has to be Color Blast at the start of the battle phase. So this is basically just a mix up from there. So, and I'll let you guys know this may factor in into later on. Maybe it won't, but I haven't been able to rule check it. So as I was editing the video, you know, at this point in time when I was recording. So. But anyways, we pass over to the Eva's turn right now, and Eva, of course, taking the field right now. Advent Robust coming down too as well. I haven't seen Advent Robust all too much, so I do need to double check his abilities, but we can see Combat Rusher actually coming back out too as well. Advent Robust basically when he takes the field, Color Blast 1, then you search your deck for a set order, and then after that, if you have the same copy in your order zone, then you actually add it to your hand and then you shuffle your deck. So fetching the Grade 1 Eva there just to set it up. Again, of course, put it into play as well. So yeah, and of course, Combat Rush is still there from, rather it came back so after being retired. Another Bowman coming down, so just to help with the Color Blast cost from there. Making use of Eva's skill right now. Unfortunately, didn't find anything. Everything gets sent to the bottom. But we can see Advent Robust now coming in as a Grade 3, so it's like 13k coming in. No additional power if I remember correctly. So no, it should have actually it should have plus 10k also. But if we got it off, no problem at all. And of course, Eva will be attacking, so costs are paid. Color plus 1, so plus 1, calling out Obscure Dread. This time calling out the Grade 2 Obscure Dread. So it's going after attacking the entire front row. The Flagburg player sees this and decides that, you know what, I'm just gonna make that attack the entire front row big mood. So I'm gonna intercept with Send Assault and gonna attack with Alex. So this is for 1 trigger currently right now. No defensive trigger in place, so there's only 1 trigger. First check, PG. Second check, another PG. So 2 PGs right in the hand. So. Right, and then Combat Rusher attacking with Bubble Mine right now. It can be easy take, can also be easy guard too as well. There's still Obscure Dread on the other side. My mistake, there's an Obscure Dread on the other side too as well. So taking damage, going up to 5, Bubble Mine going into Soul, recharging the Color Blast, and an easy 10k guard to block off Obscure Dread, and the turn passes over. Flagburg player now going in for the Persona right, draw 1. Plus 10k to the entire front row. No dice on here, unfortunately. So if I get my numbers wrong, I do apologize. I'll try my best to see if I can count it properly. So, but it does benefit me so that I've been able to actually play a lot more Flagburg. So I kind of remember the numbers, not by heart, but I can count based off of experience, at the very least. So that's the nice thing. So calling over Inroad Shooter. With another Grade 1 whose ability is that when whose ability is a skill is that Color Blast 1. And discard 1 card from hand. If you have a Flagburg Vanguard, then you actually can fetch a Grade 3 from your Grade 3 or less card of drop zone and call it the Vanguard Circle. Alright. So he is deciding what to call out, and he does call back down Ascendant Assault. And then that unit gets plus 5k too as well. So in total that Ascendant Assault is like plus 15k. So, and of course 1 Color Blast in place so he can actually restand again. So yeah. Already calling out another one and paying for the cost again. Discard 1 card from hand one more time. And this time, would he call out Alex that he just lost for the intercept? Because Alex, you know, we're so blast, Alex would be helpful there. So yeah, we'll see there. Yes, he does call Alex back. There we go. So blast cost, so she's able to get restand. So you at least get 4 attacks here. So even if you got no Color Blast, you know, that might not, you know, that might still be a thing. But he's deciding whether he wants to call over the Shelling Cannon with Prize Trident, because he does need the counter charge also. He does need the counter charge. Right now it's currently only 4 right now. He won't get the Guardian Streak, but he definitely will get the 2 retires also. But of course, with the Grade 3 Eva order in the set zone, the Obscure Dread will stay on the field. It will actually retire. So since it is, it cannot be affected by opponent's retired effects. So both players right now just discussing what's going on. Okay, then calling out the other Grade 1 that's actually meant for Flagburg Dragon, which reduces Color Blast by 1. Calling out Prize Fighter to replace one of the other Grade 1s over here. Just trying to go all out to make sure that he has the resources that he needs in order to be able to you know, maximize his turn, so to speak. So yes, so Send Assault attacking, no damage on there. There is Persona right, so there's like 25k coming in. Alex coming in with 20 currently right now. Oh no, 25, sorry, because of the plus 5k thanks to being called from the drop zone. So double intercept goes in there. Alrighty, so plus 1, it will restand. Alrighty. Okay, so going for the third attack right now with Alex. He can only get 4, unfortunately, which means that Price Strider might not be able to get the ability off. However, he does not have to pay the Counter Blast thanks to the Great One behind the Vanguard right now, because it reduces the original cost if you have 5 damage or more. But unfortunately, I think there's a timing mistake here, so there's a bit of a misplay over here. But Elementary Sanctitude comes into play. Draw trigger, draw 1. Shelling Cannon again. So that one gets removed from game. He puts the prize right there, but of course there is a misplay. He believed, I asked him about it, so he believed that it was actually the 4th battle, but it's actually the 5th battle, as I double check the skill here to the side. And yeah, so it's a big misplay, essentially. So, but the turn passes over to Alex right now, so yeah. The turn passes over, and yeah, we will see how this goes. So it does use the ability to call up Obscure Dread. Making use of the Grade 3 Evil Order, sorry, my mistake, and then actually managed to find Obscure Dread Grade 3 from the top of the deck. Obscure Dread coming down, it will gain plus 1 critical because it's been caught down by the effect, and then when it attacks, because there's 3 or more orders, you get plus 10k. Alrighty, then moving the camera hit right there, and moving the Grade 1 set order in to counter charge and fetch your Obscure Dread from the drop zone and add it to the hand. So fetching out the Grade 2 Obscure Dread there. And yeah, just double checking for Obscure Dreads right now, so, or maybe just doing a trigger check, so just to see how much is going out from there. So, but at the moment right now we can see, okay, calling out another Obscure Dread from hand. That one doesn't get a critical, but it will still get a plus 10k as well. So just double checking the effects right there. There's Obscure Dread attacking right now, does not have the actual critical, so this is actually 23. I believe there's also Persona right as well, so I may have missed it. But yeah, we get to see Eva attacking, color plus 1, so plus 1, and then we are going to call out another Obscure Dread. So now we have 2 Obscure Dreads with plus critical on the side. So 10k to guard off the Vanguard right now. I believe this should be 1 trigger. Flagburg player only got 1 card in hand, so it is what it is. So he's gonna try his best to attack. So he still has defenses out, so he may be able to block it, but no triggers across the board. So he's safe from this attack. But this Obscure Dread has 2 damage plus 10k too as well, 23k. Can he guard it? So 3 cards in hand right now. He does guard it easily. And the Obscure Dread, unfortunately, he decides not to take it. Spiritual Body Conversation goes in. Spiritual Body in the hand, and Challenge Dragon, he can't guard it. The game is over. So I think he'll trigger at the top right there. And as I flash up the deck lists for both players right now, so you can see what the Flagburg player is actually playing in his deck right now. A lot of good combination cards over there, with all the essential requirements that you understand from what the Flagburg deck has. So a lot of aerial shooters in there to be viable, like boosters that also can rush to attack too as well, which I kind of quite a lot. So we didn't see Inler Pulse in there, but Inler Pulse is in the deck. So, you know, it is definitely one of those cards that is more viable to call out using the Grade 1 skill. Tier 9 Ariante. So there we go. We got the name there. So alright, then I flash over to the Evo deck player as well. We've seen this many times before. Nothing new here. So plenty of interesting things to see here, which also includes only 1 copy of the Versatile Assailant. But then again, it is a manga promo, so you know it might be a bit hard to actually pick up from there. And also only 1 copy of Advent Robust. So, but looking at the abilities, Advent Robust, we probably could only play 1. So since the start of the show is still Eva with as many Obscure Dreads as you can. So and the Combat Rusher, very easy to churn out, very easy to call back out from there. So yeah, that's pretty much this match for here for the tournament fight as well. So we don't have a second one unfortunately right here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tournament fight, and we'll see you